Good afternoon to all. So let us discuss today the miasmatic phase. Hahnemann has introduced three miasms. They are Sura, the mother of all chronic miasms. Then two other venereal miasms. They are psychotic and syphilitic. J.H. Allen introduced the fourth miasm, that is tubercular miasm, which comes between psychotic and syphilitic. So when the person becomes diseased, then the soric miasm plays the role. The functional disturbances begins from mental disturbances and continue to corporeal disturbances. At that time, the vital force is in active state. Because of that, all the signs and symptoms you will get, they are uncommon, rare, peculiar. You will get less common symptoms, and with those symptoms or functional disturbances, the vital force will beg antisoric medicine to remove the sora. The physician's duty is to select a proper antisoric remedy and should be administered in proper dose and potency with proper repetition. If the physician fail to prescribe antisoric remedy, then the disease will progress, the vital force will be passive, the psychotic miasm entered. When the psychotic miasm entered, at that time the vital force is in passive condition. Because of passive condition, what happens? All the functions of vital force, all the operations of vital force, which is called the physiological function, like circulation, like digestion, excretion, nervous regulation, cardiovascular regulation, all the functions become slow. Because of the slowness of function, it will leads to produce all variety of infiltrative and proliferative disorders. Infiltration means the water is infiltrated in between the intracellular space, it produces edema. Other diseases like ascites, anasarca. So where there is infiltration, the cause of those diseases are psychotic miasm. Again, because of slowness, it leads to deposition, it leads to proliferation. So all proliferative diseases like uterine fibroid, like tumor, like growth, gout, so where there is metabolic disorders are there, they are caused by psychotic miasm. So the vital force at that time expressed its disharmony for a suitable antipsychotic medicine like medorinum, like nitric acid, like causticum, etc. But if it will not provide the proper antipsychotic medicine, then what happens? The vital force, which role is to promote, is to preserve, is to control the material body, will come into force without resource, but because of forceful motivation, the tubercular miasm gets entry. So in tubercular phase, again the vital force becomes active. Because of the activeness of the vital force, though the resource is poor, but because of the forceful motivation, all the signs and symptoms, they will look like sora. It looks like functional disturbances, though there is structural change has been already taken place. And the symptom, as it is looking like sora, that's why the tubercular miasm is called pseudosora. In tubercular miasmatic phase, because of forceful motivation, the symptoms and signs not only looks like sora, but the symptoms and sign will appear in exaggerated form. That's why the tubercular miasm is called heightened sora. And with abnormal symptoms and sign, the vital force required anti-tubercular medicine like phosphorus, like spongia, like tuberculinum, etc. If will not provide the anti-tubercular medicine, then the vital force again becomes passive. The vital force again surrender against the disease force. The irreversible changes starts. The syphilitic miasm entered, and destruction starts. So all the destructive diseases like osteoporosis, like dental caries, like cancer, they are caused by the syphilitic miasm. So at that time, the physician must have to provide antisyphilitic medicine like Marxal. All mercurius group, aurum metallicum, etc. If will not prescribe the antisyphilitic group of medicine, then the irreversible tissue change that progress and the death occurs. Thank you.